My fiancée cheated during her bachelorette party, so I made sure the wedding became her rock bottom. Let me start by saying, I never thought I'd be that guy. You know, the guy with the nightmare fiancée who cheats on him right before the wedding. The one everyone in the comments roasts for missing the signs and dodging a bullet. Yeah, that's me now. But I didn't just walk away. I made sure she felt every ounce of betrayal she tried to dump on me, and I did it without yelling, violence, or public meltdowns, just strategy, and a whole lot of quiet payback. Here is how it all went down. I, 29M, was engaged to my ex-fiancée, Melissa, 27F, for a little under a year. We dated for 3.5 years before that, met at a Halloween party, hit it off fast. She was smart, sarcastic, ambitious, and at the time, I thought, completely in love with me. I had just landed a great job in my field, engineering, bought a modest house, and was finally feeling like I could build a future. She was working in marketing, always talked about wanting kids, a backyard, and someone who made her feel safe. We had some normal relationship ups and downs, but nothing major. Or at least, nothing I thought was major. The wedding was supposed to happen in early summer. We were about 6 weeks out. Invites sent. Venue booked, deposits down, dress bought, registry live, everything seemed ready. Then came the bachelorette party. Melissa's maid of honor, Carla, was her best friend from college. Total wild child. She had this whole Vegas weekend planned, clubbing, VIP bottle service, a party bus, the works. Melissa swore it would be low-key. Just partying, nothing too crazy, I promise, she said with a laugh. Now, I'm not the jealous type. I know girls want to blow off steam before a wedding. I even helped pay for part of the Airbnb as a nice gesture. Told her to have fun, stay safe, and send me a selfie now and then so I knew she was alive. She texted me the first night with a picture of her and Carla holding giant margaritas. All smiles, said she missed me. That was the last I heard from her for the rest of the weekend. No texts, no check-ins, just total radio silence. I figured, okay, maybe her phone died. Maybe they were just having fun and she didn't want to be glued to her screen. I wasn't thrilled, but I wasn't freaking out either until she got back. When she came home that Sunday, something was off. She was quieter, kept her phone close, didn't want to talk about the trip except to say it was fun but exhausting. She didn't want to look through photos together like we usually do after trips. She didn't even want to be intimate, which a month out from the wedding was weird. She said she was just tired, needed to detox, sleep it off. But her phone buzzed constantly, and every time I glanced at it, the name Carla popped up. I let it go for a few days, but I couldn't shake the feeling. I wasn't eating. I couldn't focus at work. So finally, one night while she was showering, I did something I'm not proud of. I opened her phone. It wasn't hard to guess her passcode. She had never changed it. I went to her messages with Carla. The most recent one said, "He has no idea I feel gross, but it was just one night, and it's not like I'm in love with the guy. It was Vegas." I felt my stomach drop. I scrolled up. What I found made my blood go cold. Photos, not graphic, but suggestive enough. A hotel room, a shirtless guy next to her in bed. Carla writing things like, "LOL girl, he was hot, no judgment. What happens in Vegas?" Melissa replying, "I can't believe I did that. He was just a DJ. It was stupid. I was drunk. I can't tell Ethan, he'd never forgive me." No, I would not. I put her phone back exactly how I found it. I smiled at her as she walked out of the bathroom as if nothing happened. She smiled at me, kissed me, asked if I wanted to watch something. I said I was tired, went to bed, stared at the ceiling all night. The next day I started planning. I wasn't going to scream or throw her stuff out or post some angry Facebook rant. That's what she expected. That's what cheaters want, a blow-up they can twist to make you look unstable. No, I was going to be calm, cold, strategic. Over the next 2 weeks, I quietly made copies of all the texts and screenshots from her phone, got in touch with the wedding vendors and canceled anything still refundable, about 60% of it was. Contacted my lawyer. I'd kept the number after helping my sister with her own prenup drama. Removed her name from our joint savings account. She had only put in about 5% of what I did anyway. Got the ring appraised and found out I could return it within the 90-day window, barely. Told a few trusted friends and family what was going on and asked them to keep it quiet. She had no clue. In fact, she started acting like things were totally back to normal. She even posted a countdown on Instagram. "Only 33 days until I marry my best friend." Ironic, right? The next part was delicate. I called Carla. She didn't answer the first time, so I left a voicemail. "Hey, Carla, I need to talk to you about something that happened in Vegas. I know you know what I'm talking about. You can either help me clean this up or I will make you regret it." I threatened, "I have access to all of your chats with my fiancé and I have everything I need to expose you if I wanted to. It's your choice." She called me back in 10 minutes. She tried to play dumb at first. Then she cried, swore it was just a stupid mistake, and begged me not to tell anyone. I told her I wouldn't yet, but I needed something from her. I wanted the guy's name, the DJ. She gave it to me, said his name was Diego, worked at some club downtown. Apparently they hired him for a private show. Things got wild, and Melissa got intimate with him in a bathroom at the hotel later that night. Carla said she tried to stop her. She was hammered, dude. I told her it was a bad idea, but she said it was her last chance to do something crazy. I'm so sorry. I recorded the call, then called it a night. The next day, we were about 30 days out from the wedding. Melissa was in full bridal mode, posting dress photos, planning final fittings, doing flower arrangements with her mom, and texting me Pinterest links for table layouts. I played along like nothing was wrong. Told her I couldn't wait to see her walk down the aisle, told her how lucky I felt. Gave her forehead kisses like I wasn't secretly turning her entire world into a ticking time bomb. I don't say that to sound cruel. I say it because she chose this. She made the decision to betray me. And I was just making sure she didn't walk away unscathed. We had about 90 people invited, family, close friends, coworkers, a good mix. I made sure to confirm that the guests on my side were all attending. Sent them friendly, can't wait to see you there texts. I wanted as many people in the room as possible. Meanwhile, I also printed out about 100 copies of the screenshots from her texts with Carla, in which I included a slightly blurred version of the suggestive photos I saw, along with the parts where she admitted what she did with timestamps, clean and clear. I also printed out a transcript of my recorded phone call with Carla where she confessed everything. I put it all in nice white envelopes labeled, "For your awareness." Those were for guests too. 2 weeks before the wedding, I confirmed with the venue that I would not be showing up. The deposit was non-refundable, but I didn't care. To me, it was money well spent. I also canceled the catering and the DJ, but only told them to hold off the final delivery setup until the day before. They agreed. No food, no music, just decorations and silence. I didn't cancel the officiant. I wanted him there. When Melissa asked if I was nervous, I told her, nah, I'm the calmest I've ever been. She kissed me and said, I'm so happy you're the one I'm marrying. She went to stay at her parents' house like most brides do. She FaceTimed me around 9 p.m., all giddy and emotional. Said she couldn't wait to see me at the altar. I smiled and told her, you'll definitely remember tomorrow for the rest of your life. She laughed, thought it was sweet. I stayed up until 2 a.m. triple-checking everything. Then I went to sleep like a baby. I didn't put on a suit, didn't drive to the venue. Instead, I had brunch with 2 of my best friends who were supposed to be my groomsmen. We ate French toast, drank mimosas, and waited for the text to start rolling in. Here's what went down at the venue. Guests arrived. The decorations were beautiful. Everyone looked amazing. Melissa showed up in her dress, full glam, ready for her Instagram moment. Then 10 minutes before the ceremony start time, the officiant handed her an envelope. One of my envelopes. Inside, her own words from the texts to Carla. Clear evidence of what she did, how she did it, and how she planned to hide it. Attached was a note from me. Melissa, I know what you did in Vegas. I know it was not just one mistake. I was going to marry you, build a life with you, and you threw it away for a guy you'll never see again. This isn't a tantrum. This is accountability. I won't be joining you at the altar today. Everyone you care about has a copy of this letter. The ring has been returned. The accounts have been split. The house is in my name. You wanted one last wild night. Now you've got a lifetime to remember it. Goodbye. Then the envelopes went out. I'd asked the venue coordinator to distribute them after the ceremony would have started, just in case anyone still thought it was a joke. They didn't. I got updates from my cousin who stayed at the venue just to watch it unfold. Melissa had a full-on breakdown, screaming, crying, begging her mom to fix it. Carla tried to sneak out before anyone saw her. Melissa's dad apparently stood there in total silence, then walked out and didn't say a word to her. Some of her friends tried to defend her until they read the letter and saw the screenshots. It spread fast. She called me that night 27 times, left 13 voicemails. First, they were angry. You ruined me. You're such a jerk for doing this to me. Then they were pitiful. Please, can we just talk? I made a mistake. I didn't mean to hurt you. Then silent sobbing. I never answered. I never responded. She tried showing up at my place once. I didn't answer the door. She sat outside crying for a while and then left. Her side of the story fell apart quickly. Once the photos started circulating through group chats and her college friends saw what she'd done, people started unfollowing her, backing out of her life. She ended up moving back in with her parents. She lost a major client at work because someone anonymously emailed the screenshots to her company. I wonder who might have done that. Carla, she ghosted everyone and deleted her social media. Last I heard, they aren't even friends anymore. The DJ, obviously long gone. About 3 months after the whole thing, she sent me a long email. Basically said she'd been in therapy, that she was working on herself, and that she hoped I'd eventually forgive her. I didn't reply, because honestly, I do forgive her, but I don't forget. And I sure as hell don't regret how I handled it. Some people need a wake-up call. Some people need to feel the pain they were so casually ready to dump on someone else. I gave her both. TLDR, Fiancée cheated on me with a DJ during her Vegas Bachelorette party. I found out from her text to her maid of honor. Instead of confronting her, I quietly planned revenge and exposed her to all our guests at the altar. Canceled the wedding last minute, left her with public humiliation, and walked away without a word. She called it overkill. I called it closure. Thank you for watching. As always, make sure to like and subscribe for more Reddit stories. Until next time.